What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of GH. Brad continues to be stupid. Leave it to Britt to have to come all the way back to town just to save his pathetic, pitiful ass. Brad is just all types of stupid. Like, yeah, I agree with him. You are guilty of sin. You are. But fuck that. I'm not going to prison for no 40 years. Like, the judge told him, you can get the maximum sentence if you plead guilty. And Scott told him, you are looking at up to 40 years. That's the max. Like, are you stupid? I'm sorry, but if I'm going down, I'm not going down by my goddamn self. I'm taking everybody with me that had something to do with this shit. Obrecht, your name will be getting drugged into this. Nell, you're coming with me. Obrecht, you're coming with me. Julian, you're coming with me. You're coming with me. Period. I'm not doing no whole prison bid while y'all all get to sit out here and sit in the sun and fun and all that bullshit and walk free. Go have dinner. Go do what you want to do. And I'm sitting in somebody 2x2 cell eating slop every day for 40 years. You got me fucked up. No. Nope. I'm going down. We all going down. Everybody who played a part in this baby swap, we all going down. We're all going. The hell with that. I don't know what type of stupid juice Brad drunk that morning, but you got me all the way twisted. Like, I'm not taking no 40 years from nobody. Listen, if you go to prison for somebody, for another person, you're not stupid. You're a new fool. That's just what you are. You're a new damn fool. Because I'll be damned if I serve time for anybody. I'm going to do the time that I'm supposed to do for my part, but everybody else going to do theirs too. The hell with that. Because at the end of the day, Brad's going to go to prison. Obrecht, Nell, Julian, they're all going to be sitting out here in the free world doing what they want to do, not thinking about you. And you're doing a whole bid when you're not the only guilty party. Like, he better be damn lucky Britt ass came back to town when she did. Like, you better be happy. That the only friend, the only real ally that you have right now is back in town and looking to actually save and help your stupid ass. And I don't even understand why she's doing that. Because, of course, you know, Brad sitting there trying to throw Obrecht under the bus. Oh, you know, your mom basically blackmailed me. Okay, but did you tell Britt about how you try to blackmail Obrecht? By using Britt as, you know, collateral for it? By using her? Saying that you could send her to prison? You forgot to tell, you neglected to tell Britt about that part. Oh, he didn't want to tell, oh, he left that out there. See, Brad is just a little opportunistic little bastard. You know, he basically explains what he wants to explain, but he leave all the other stuff out, though. Because you ain't tell Britt all of that, though. All you want to talk about is how her mom tried to blackmail you, but you ain't want to talk about how you try to blackmail her mother by using her as a scapegoat. Oh, you ain't want to tell her that, though. Because he knows if he would have told that, he know his little ass, you know, she would have left him high and dry, probably. And, you know, Britt right now is the only real true ally that he has left. And Britt was asking him all types of questions. Like, she was like, okay, so was there anything wrong with the car prior, you know, to that day? He said he ain't never had nothing wrong with the car. So you could tell the wheels in her mind was, they were going. She was cooking up something. And she kept telling him, like, why the hell didn't you just snitch on Julian and turn him over to Sonny? Duh. Like, you sitting here trying to be loyal to motherfuckers that ain't loyal to you. None of them have any loyalty towards you. So why are you still sitting here trying to be loyal to them? I understand, like, you didn't want to cause Lucas no more pain, but I agree with Britt. Lucas or no Lucas, I would have told. Period. Like, I'm not about to sit here and do no whole 40-year bid for nobody else and they get to walk around free, live their best life, and I'm in prison being somebody's bitch. Like, that, it ain't working. It ain't happening, Captain. It ain't gonna happen. No, sir. Not I. So, of course, Britt went to go see Julian. Hopefully, you know, we can get to the bottom of this nonsense, because I feel like it's time for Julian's part to come out in all of this. It's time for, you know, everybody to pay penance. It's time. So anyway, moving on from that. I like the scene between Ned and Brooklyn. I like that scene. You know, Brooklyn feeling like, you know, it's time to put family first, be a part of the business. Brooklyn, you know, she's not even at the office yet. She hasn't even had her first official day at ELQ yet. And already she's coming up with a good idea, you know, ELQ Extreme. You know, she's talking about doing ELQ streaming, like a streaming service or whatever, streaming music or whatever for ELQ, you know, for the employees and stuff when they're on their break or whatever. I liked the idea before Ned even said he liked it. I thought it was a pretty dope idea, and it connects her to her music. You know what I mean? Like, smart. I said, okay, Brooke, I see you. You know, you got some business, you know, a little bit of business savvy to you. Okay. Still a little ditzy, but you got a little business to you. When Ned told her, like, okay, so we're going to be at the office 7:30 a.m. sharp, she looked at him and said, 7:30 in the morning? I'm like, duh, you're not going to the office 7:30 at night. I mean, I totally understand where Brooke is coming from on that, because I'm not a morning person either. Like, I only wake up in the morning when I really have to. Early in the morning, I get up when I really have to. Like, if I have a shift or something to do, like an appointment or whatever, and it's early, then that's different. But other than that, I am not a morning person. Nope. I listen, if I ain't got nothing to do with bright and early in the morning, I am sleeping my ass in. To hell with all that. So anyway, I like that scene though. You know, I felt bad for Brooke because, you know, she feels like she can't really perform or do music for 5 years or whatever. But I have a feeling that Ned is going to find a way to get her out of that situation. Because Ned even told her, he was like, you know, don't worry about it. Things work themselves out. So, you know, hopefully Ned can, you know, bail her out this time on this one. Even though I don't think he should, but he probably will. Because you could tell, like, he really wants to help her. You know, he wanted her to fix this on her own. But as a parent, you know, it's kind of hard for you to fall back and just let them make mistakes sometimes because you want to jump in there and fix it. But you can't always fix their problems, though. But I understand if Ned would jump in and help, I would totally understand him doing it. So anyway, moving on from that. This bitch Nell. The saga continues. So she up in there harassing Julian about Brad or whatever, trying to figure out what happened at the hearing. Julian was not trying to talk to her. He was like, go. He basically told her to go somewhere. Like, go away. And here go Nell threatening to give him a bad Yelp review or whatever. Julian was like, okay, well, do it over there. You're not going to do it in my face. Do it over there. And she called her attorney or whatever, left her a message to call her back or whatever. So her attorney basically told her that Brad, you know, pled guilty, and Nell is still keeping up this little dumbass story or whatever about how Brad stole her baby. Julian was like, bitch, I know you lying. You're lying. You're definitely lying. And she's sitting there trying to tell him, well, you know, Lucas, you know, you're no parent of the year with Lucas or whatever. He was like, okay, but when your son grows up, more than likely, he's not even going to know you exist because you already know how the Corinthoses are. They don't compromise, and they're probably not really going to tell him about you. And if they do tell him about you, it's not going to be nothing good. When he gets older, like, he's going to find out all the crazy shit that you've done. So, of course, Willow and Sasha come in or whatever, and, you know, they were thinking about leaving, but they're not trying to let Nell run them out of, you know, any place of business or any place that they want to eat or whatever. So they sitting over there talking, and Sasha telling her about, you know, Michael talking about marriage or whatever for the custody case. I totally understand where Sasha's coming from, like, because she's being honest about, you know, not being ready to be a mom right now, and I totally get that. She's not saying that she never wants kids. She's just saying right now, no. And I don't blame her. You know, I don't blame her. You want kids when you're ready to have kids, you know. So I can't fault her for that one. And, you know, I feel like I agree with her also because she doesn't really want to marry Michael under these circumstances. You know, she wants to get married out of love, not because of Nell. Because think about it. Her and Michael are living together right now because of Nell. She doesn't want to get married because of Nell either. That's not a good reason to get married. Oh, because you're trying to mount a defense against Nell? That's not a good reason to, you know, marry somebody. It should be out of pure love, nothing else. Because I definitely don't think it's a good idea for them to get married under these circumstances. So, of course, Nell is sitting there talking to Julian or whatever, talking about changing Wiley's name back to Jonah or giving him a name like William because she want him to have a classy name. See, right there, I agree with Nell. That's the only thing I agree with that chick about. That name. I agree with that name. Like, I'm not fond of the name Wiley. I'm just really not. I don't like it. For me, I don't like it. I mean, William, that's cool, but I like the name Jonah. I think that's a cool name. Something different. So of course Willow overhears it and she's not happy about it. So basically she's talking about, oh, well, Wiley is a person and you can't just go changing his name because he's used to the name. She was like, Nell was like, okay, he'll adjust to the new name. She was like, and why don't you, basically Nell was telling her to mind her business because she was like, that's my son. I'll raise him how I want to raise him. Mind your damn business. She was like, you need to realize something. Your son is dead. This is my son. I was like, okay, Nell, that shit was not cool. That was uncalled for. To sit there and remind that woman that her child is dead. I was like, really, bitch? When she said your child is dead, Willow should have knocked her on the damn floor. Nell is just campaigning for an ass whooping. That's all she doing. Campaigning for a major ass whooping. And she should have been elected a long time ago. But I did have to laugh when Willow threw that drink in her face. Like, even Sasha was laughing about that shit, and Julian. They was all laughing. And here go Nell, looking at Julian, talking about, oh, I hope you know I'm not paying for my food. I would have told her, well, if you're not paying for your food, then get the hell out and stay out then. I could have you bust some suds or have you arrested for non-payment. Like, pick your, choose. And then she gonna try to come for Sasha or whatever, talking about, oh, you got something to say? Talking about something, oh, you ain't nothing but basically calling her a hoe, talking about some you bed hopping or whatever in the mansion. She was like, well, bitch, at least I'm welcomed in the mansion. Don't nobody want you there. You were escorted to the boathouse. That shit was hilarious. But I mean, Nell did have a point though. She not going nowhere, so they just gonna have to deal with her for right about now. And then she gonna have the nerve to sit there and walk out on the bill. I'm like, really, Nell? Really? Nell is crazy. She is just Looney Tune. So Michael and Chase or whatever are sitting here talking or whatever about strategy against Nell. Chase is still blaming himself because had he would have dealt with Nell when she killed Zach or whatever, Michael wouldn't have to deal with her now or whatnot. I don't understand how them passports went missing though. I really don't get it because last time we seen that scene, Chase visited Nell at the jail and he showed her the passports and handed the passports to her. So now all of a sudden they're missing. Like, Chase, your dumbass was the one that gave it to her. Anyway, so Michael and Sasha are still considering this whole marriage thing. I mean, I get that they care about each other, but y'all need to slow down on that because I feel like Michael has a strong case without getting married. I mean, marriage can possibly help, but I don't think it's, it should be, any judge in their right mind could possibly see that you married her for custody. Like, all of a sudden you just get married. Like, come on now. When you have a custody battle looming. So, anyway. It was good to see Aunt Stella. She's back, visiting for a little while after she heard about Curtis's shootout. She was basically just comforting Curtis and letting him know, like, he should stop blaming himself for Taggart's death because it wasn't his fault. Which is true. Curtis needs to stop beating himself up about it because you did what you had to do at the end of the day. Taggart had a plan. His plan was for you to get Trina out of harm's way. You did your job. You helped. You know what I mean? Y'all were outnumbered. You had all those guns against the two of y'all. So it was either both of y'all or all three of you were going to die or one of y'all was going to go. He made sure it was just him that died, so you can get, Trina to safety. It wasn't nothing more that you can do about it. He needs to stop beating himself up about it. So anyway, Jordan comes home after her meeting with Cyrus at the prison. She's literally shaking, and even Stella, noticed that she was literally shaking. And she was like, nah, she just hates Cyrus or whatever. And she basically told Stella that she can't stay there, that she can't stay with Jordan and Curtis. And Stella took it as her being rude. But I think the reason Jordan said that was simply because she doesn't want to bring more people into her drama. That's pretty much what it is. She's trying to keep Stella safe by not having her stay there. Because she feels like now is not the time for you to come stay with them. You know what I mean? Because she's not trying to put her into this. So Curtis wanted to know after Stella went into the bathroom, he wanted to know, like, really happened with Cyrus. Some people think that Cyrus is not all that badass. Let me tell you something. From where I'm sitting and what I've been seeing, he's as badass as it gets. I mean, think about it. He put a hit out on most of the members of the Corinthos family. Damn near had them all killed. He's running a drug empire. He kidnapped the police commissioner's son and he taunted her about it. He's doing all of this shit from prison. From prison. That's not badass to some of y'all? Like, how is it not? You're doing all these things from prison. Kidnap the commissioner's son and he's sitting there smiling about it. Taunting her about it. And there's nothing she can do but do his bidding. Do whatever he wants her to do. She's at his mercy at this point. That's not badass? If that's not badass, I don't know what is. I mean, you're doing all this from prison. Like, that just goes to show Cyrus is nothing that you want to play with. Like, he's obviously an enemy that they've never fully dealt with before. I mean, Sonny and all them had their fair share of enemies over the year, but damn, you thought Anthony Zakara was bad, but look at this motherfucker. You know, that's as bad as it get. Anthony was deranged as shit, though. And quite entertaining, I will say. Anthony was walking around talking to plants and whatnot. You know, don't get no more loony than that. But Cyrus is just no joke. Like, you know, he's causing all this hell and chaos from inside prison walls. Imagine what he would do if he was free on the street. You see the hell he's causing now? Can you imagine if he was actually not in Pentonville? Please. Man, poor Charles wouldn't know what hit him. That town wouldn't know. You think coronavirus is something shit. Cyrus himself is a virus. Like, seriously. So he showed Jordan a picture. Well, he had his men send her a picture of TJ all tied up, looked like he was beat up. I said, well, damn. They done did a number on that boy. And he's still sitting there with a smile on his face. I said, Jordan, what have you gotten yourself into, love? Like, you just messed around with the wrong kingpin. And you better figure out a good way to get out of this mess, because Cyrus is not going to be an easy takedown, clearly. And apparently he wants something from Jordan, because he wants to right all the wrongs, apparently. Whatever the hell that means. So who knows? I feel like Jordan's best option right now is to just go to Laura, tell her what's going on, tell her why Cyrus is coming after her, why Taggart is dead, and y'all might as well come up with a preemptive strike at this point. Like, figure something out, because this man is obviously nothing to toy with, and you need to come up with a very good strategy. You need to outwit him. Do something. Find out, does he have any family? Find out. Everybody has an Achilles heel. Everybody. Every enemy has one. Everybody has a weakness. Cyrus has to have some type of weakness. Find it. You find the weakness, it can help you take his ass down. I don't know why Jordan acting so simple. Damn, figure it out. You worked with him. Undercover, you got to know something. Think. All you got to do is think back to something he may have said years ago. Think back, woman. Damn. Something he might have said or done could help you take him down right now. All you got to do is put the pieces together and think. Because obviously, this man ain't nothing to play with and he ain't going nowhere. So you better do something quick, fast, and in a hurry to save your son and save everybody else in that town. Because Cyrus is just, you know, obviously he's done playing games with y'all hoes. Like, he not playing with you. Get it together. So, anyway, this was a very good episode. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think that's everything in this episode. Let me see. That's everything. So, hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see y'all all later. Have a wonderful day. Peace.